Hey, Carmichael.
Yeah.
You're a scientist, right?
Yeah, why?
Well, during December, I saw my neighbor put salt on his driveway to melt the snow.
Mm-hmm.
When the snow melts, it'll become water, and the salt will be in it, so it'll become salt water.
Your point is?
Won't that hurt like all the freshwater plants like that it goes into?
Good question. You want me to conduct an experiment to find out?
I mean, that's your job, right?
Okay. Hey, I finished conducting the experiment.
Oh, so what's the hypothesis, man?
So pretty much, if I water 6 plants with varying degrees of salinity, then the plant with the highest amount of salinity will die within this time span of like 2 weeks.
Can I see the plates?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
So are these the plates, Carmichael?
Yeah, these are the plants. So this is controlled, and this is the dependent variables. So now you can tell from the controlled that it's more green and more alive versus the dependent variables.
So all of these had salt water in them, but this one had fresh.
Yeah. So every dependent variable plant had 30 milliliters of water each, and this row had half a teaspoon of salt each.
Yeah.
This was a fourth of a teaspoon of salt each, and an eighth of a teaspoon of salt each.
So the difference salt levels was your independent variable, right?
Yeah, and it was a cut 50% each time. So in total, this is 1 teaspoon, half teaspoon, 4 teaspoon.
Oh, so combined, this one got a full teaspoon, these two got a half a teaspoon, and these two got a fourth of a teaspoon.
Yeah. So pretty much that means that our hypothesis was correct because they ended up dying. Well, this one ended up dying in a time span within 2 weeks, but it ended up starting to wilt at the site of 7 days.
So these started wilting in 7 days. What about when did these start turning yellow?
These started turning yellow and starting to wilt at the site of around 15 days.
All right. So this one lasted twice as long as this one.
Yeah.
All right. And
Because
what about
it was, 50% of the salt.
These are only a little bit yellow. So
these ones were actually, they started just to wilt around a couple days ago. So I would say around 18 days.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit of yellow, but not too much. These have a lot more.
Yeah.
So what were your constants?
My constants was just where it is. So outside.
Yeah.
The amount of water.
Okay.
And that's that's pretty much it.
Okay. And I see that you also have the same containers. So.
Yeah, the same containers. They're also the same type of plant.
Yeah. So the same plant, same containers, same area, same amount of water.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So I'll show you the materials and stuff I use. Just,
All right.
Come with me.
Let's go.
Okay, so they all had the same number of water in them. What I used to measure the water was this little cup right here.
All right.
As you can see, if you come a little closer, it's 15 milliliters of water, and I filled it up 4 times and put it into each container.
Okay. So each container had 60 milliliters.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, this is 1 teaspoon of salt, which I filled from this thing and poured it into here, and I let it just sit for a little bit so it would dissolve. The half teaspoon salt, put it in here as well.
Okay.
The fourth, I did the same.
All right.
And then afterwards, I poured it into this cup.
Again?
Yeah, but 15.
Okay.
And I gave 2 pours to each plant.
So each plant got 30 milliliters of water.
Yeah.
And then since you split the salt, technically the high salinity plant each only got half a teaspoon, and then the medium only got a quarter, and the least only got an eighth.
Which I was explaining earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So those are the materials.
So Carmichael, was your hypothesis correct?
Yeah. So pretty much, if I water 6 plants with varying degrees of salinity, the plant with the high salinity would die within the time span of 2 weeks.
Okay. And did that happen?
Yeah, it did. So my hypothesis was correct.
So did anything actually go bad in your experiment?
Yeah, kind of irrelevant, but we lost a lot of the pictures and evidence of during the experiment. So the time span of the 2 weeks, what was going on, we lost that. So all we have is the end result and the materials.
That's why I don't use iPhone. You know, switch to Samsung, people.
I don't know.
So how does this actually like? You know, this is so I should tell my neighbor that he shouldn't put salt on his driveway if he wants to keep his plants alive.
If he wants to keep his like lawn green and nice, and yes, so that's how it would relate to like real life, not just like watering plants. It would like when it snows, you know, people put like rock salt on their driveway to not make it as slippery, but it ends up killing their plants.
Yeah, and that like devalues their home and my home, and then I have to take an axe to his head and.
Yeah, so pretty much.
Homeowners Association.
It's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion, don't put rock salt on your driveway.
Yeah. Just wait until it melts.
Yeah.
Stay safe, people.